dealership on a trans vehicle.
Oh yes, I just have a few questions. Just a few questions. That's all.
Hold on.
Okay. Who am I speaking with? Oh,
Industrial Station LT or Nigga, how can I help you?
yes, I just have a few questions.
Okay.
Actually regarding see, my son is 16, and he has some questions that I couldn't answer, so I called you guys thinking you would know, but he's got a curious mind. He wanted to know which laws require him to register his car because he's going to start driving soon. And he wanted to know where to find them, like I guess what statute or code, you
Okay,
know.
I don't have the answer. I would suggest you call CHP. They might know. I can even transfer you if you want.
Okay, that'll work. That's fine.
Okay, stand on.
He's gonna, control.
Sir, are you there?
Yes,
Yes, I
ma'am.
can help you.
Hello.
Yes, I can help you.
Oh, I just had a few questions. My son wanted to know basically, because he's going to start driving soon. He wanted to know which laws require him to register his car and get a license, etc. You know what I mean? He asked me, but I didn't know, so I figured you guys would know.
Yeah, the first thing would be as far as like registration and all that would be with the DMV.
Well, right,
First step.
I just left from DMV and they didn't know. They didn't know.
They didn't know what exactly what was the question again?
Okay, which laws require individuals to register their cars? I'm talking about the laws, not the agency.
Which laws?
Yes.
You're governed to, if you're in California, to have your car registered in California. So I'm not understanding when you say which laws.
Because there's a statute, there has to be a statute. See, I'm asking particulars, not just overall broad view law. Like the law, I keep getting that, but he wanted to know which one. We keep getting the runaround.
Hold on. This is Dr. Thomas. Can I help you?
Oh, did
Hello, this is Dr. Thomas. Can I help you?
Yes, just to say, I didn't know I was getting transferred.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I just have a couple questions. I wanted to know which laws require individuals to register their car.
What laws require individuals to register their cars?
Yes. Like.
Okay. 4000A is going to be the 400A1 of the vehicle code is going to be the first one.
Okay, so you said the vehicle.
Depends on the circumstance, so you're going to have to give me a little more information so I can give you a better answer.
It was just, my son asked me, why do we do these things, and I couldn't give him a good answer. So, just kind of, from my understanding and his, I wanted to know what the professionals would think. But you said the vehicle code?
Okay, so the California Vehicle Code is this huge book that has all the rules and regulations regarding the motoring public, which includes the people and what they have to do in order to drive a vehicle, getting your license. It talks about and defines what vehicles are, what kind of vehicles they are. It has big definitions on that, defines roadways, very detailed. Where you can put a sign, where you can't put a sign, how fast and how they regulate speed. Everything that we have regarding motoring public is going to be in that book, the California Vehicle Code. And that vehicle code is what the departments use to enforce the law to provide the safety for the motoring public. Okay, to regulate things. Most people, when they deal with the vehicle code, deal with speed because almost everybody has gotten a speeding ticket somewhere in their life. And that book is what regulates that. How fast fast somebody can go, in what conditions, and in what place, and so on. That's one part of it. The other part that it governs is the vehicles themselves in regards to the safety of those vehicles and what safety features they must have, must not have. Part of that is also registering the vehicle so that there is a way to show ownership for a car, for one, and verify that that vehicle meets all the requirements of the state law to be safe.
Okay.
Does
All right.
that help?
Somewhat. Yeah. I'll look over the code, but for specifics, as far as the registration, you said 4,000. What 4,000? What?
It's 4000 of the vehicle code.
Oh, section 4,000 of the vehicle code. Okay.
Correct. And if you were to look it up and just put registration requirements, California registration requirements, it will probably bring that up. And within that code, there are subsections that cover different aspects of registration. It has A section, subsection 1, it has point 5, point 3. I mean, it just goes into lots of details based on what type of registration it might be, whether it's for a passenger car, commercial vehicle, whether it has to do with somebody that's registered here, or excuse me, a resident here, somebody that's not a resident here. There's a lot of different categories in there.
Okay.
But the first section that talks about it is 4000 of the vehicle code.
Okay, because
We say 4,000 because it's easier to say.
Okay, that's understandable because I studied law about 10 years ago, and I remember the first division was strictly definitions, and the second division was it actually dove down into the actual code, but like the materials of the code. But after the divisions, it basically said it was everything pertaining to the department, and that's what I'm saying. You mentioned the general public, but it said it's for the department, and that's kind of where I'm confused. But like I said, I'll look it up, and if I have any questions, what's your name and like a number or identifying number?
I'm not sure why you need that, but I'd be happy to give it to you. My name is Officer Thomas. I'm
Officer
the front desk officer here.
Officer Thomas. I don't know where you
You're
are.
just talking to your son about it. I'm not sure why you would need that.
Well,
but
it's just so that I know in case I wanted to call back, I can, if there's 10 officers.
I'm the front desk officer here, so I'm the one that handles the front counter and
Well, I don't
questions like this over the phone.
I don't know where you are because I got transferred about 5 or 6 times.
What do you mean you don't know where I am? What number did you call?
I called the Palmdale Sheriff Station, but then I got transferred, like I said, 6 times. So I don't.
They can't transfer you to us. That's why you sure you didn't call another number? Because I don't know how the sheriff's department could transfer you to us. We're a completely different phone system.
Well, I don't know either, but like I say, I called the Palmdale Sheriff Station thing, So when you saying here, there, and I'm like, I don't know where here or there is. Plus, if there's more than.
This is the Antelope Valley Highway Patrol, which is located in the city of Lancaster.
Okay. Thank you. And I only asked this because, in case there's, a few Officer Thomases, that's all. It's nothing more. I didn't want to make you feel uncomfortable.
I don't have a problem with giving you that information. It was just an odd thing that somebody asked, and that's why I'm like, I'll give it to you. It's not me. Big great secret. It's just an odd thing to ask, but yeah, this is the office is the one that's right there on Avenue I in 20th West by the In-N-Out. That's where our office is. That's who you're talking to right now. Is that office right there?
Okay, and Officer Thomas, female type.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm the front desk officer. You ask anybody that, they'll know exactly who I am.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Now, we happen to have a couple of these vehicle codes in our lobby. We put the old ones out there for the public. If you wanted to come by and get one, you can get one for free. It's just old. It's a 2017 or 2018.
So if I went
But if you wanted to come by and get one, you can come by and get one.
Oh, okay. I appreciate it. You said Avenue I by In-N-Out.
Yeah, you can't miss it.
Wait a minute. That sounds familiar. Avenue I is by the movie theater.
Yeah,
Oh, that's by the
14.
14. Yeah, I'm kind of new here. I'm new here too. So, okay.
Yeah, as soon as you get off the 14 freeway, let's say, if you were going north, let's say, there's that Best Western, and then we're right across the street from the Best Western.
I got you. I know where you are. Yes, may I speak to Officer Thomas, a female type?
Sure, hold on.
This is Officer Thomas. Can I help you?
Hi, Officer Thomas. I spoke to you last week. I had some questions about the Department of Motor Vehicles code.
Okay. Which
I don't.
code?
I don't.
I'm sorry. I talked to a lot of people. I apologize.
Okay, I just thought. Okay. So, well, anyways, I spoke to you and you gave me 4,000 A in Division 3.
Okay.
Um, Well, I think maybe you didn't understand what I was asking. I was asking like what was the initial requirement for someone to have a license and registration.
The initial requirement.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you mean by the initial requirement? I guess if you took it step by step, a driver's license, if you want to drive a car, you got to have a license. That would be the initial requirement. I mean, that's going to be the simplest form of requirement that I could think of.
Right, and
And
I
I don't
was
know if that's going in the direction that you're wanting it to go in.
well, it's not where I wanted to go. I'm trying to find like the actual truth. No,
The actual truth. So that is the actual
well,
truth is if you want to drive a vehicle in California, you must apply and complete the application for a driver's license.
right,
And
I understand all of that. Well, let me ask the question because that's not
Okay.
that's irrelevant. I understand that part, and that's it. That's actually in Division 3, but however, that's not what I'm asking you.
Okay.
Okay, so the actual code, the entire code, basically, and it says it relates to the department only. That's why when I phrase the question, I'm asking you, what is the initial requirement for anyone to register or have a license? Because the code itself, stated in Division 2, says it only relates to the department. So how does that get out to everyone? You know what I mean?
No, sir. I have no idea what you're talking about because, first of all, you're mixing registration and driver's license, and they're two separate beasts. For one, they are addressed differently. That's why they have different vehicle codes that apply to them. That's the first thing. So you would need to address one thing at a time.
Well, I know that's what I'm doing. It was in the same sentence, but I'm asking for both. That's the only thing. I know it's two different things.
I feel as though you're going in a direction like for a sovereign citizen. This is kind of what I feel this conversation is going towards.
Well, it's not.
Would I be right?
No, you're not. I don't even know what that is.
Okay.
This is strictly.
Most people just accept the fact that if I tell you 12 part of the vehicle code states that you are required to have a driver's license.
Wait, say that
people
again.
Would be like, okay, not a problem.
Well,
because
you know, hold on.
We didn't talk about driver's license. We talked about registration. So you can't combine the two because they apply to two different things. One is for a vehicle, and one is for actually driving the vehicle.
I know that. So I don't know if you're not. It's like I think you have a thought that I'm going one way, but I'm actually not.
Going, and I'm confused.
Well, it's just like I say, when you look at I just told you, when you look at Division 2, the beginning, it states that the code relates only to the department. It's not whatever. None of you mentioned something about a citizen.
Division 2 is a huge division. Can you give me
the beginning,
the actual code that you're referring to so I can see what you see?
Okay.
Let's start with that because you're using
it's powers.
That does not relate and translate to me right now.
Okay.
So Division 2. Where in Division 2 are you referencing?
The very beginning, Article 2, 1650 and 51 both state that this entire code only relates to the department. So when people are, I'll do it one thing at a time so I don't confuse you. Only dealing with registration.
Let's go to the place that you are reading from so I can read what you're reading. Give me that exact spot you're at. You're just saying Division 2. Give me the actual code because it's broken down into codes: 1500, 1501, 1651, and so on. Give me that code so I can read it.
I just did 1650 and 1651 under Article 2 of the Department of Motor Vehicles Code.
Okay.
1650
is Division 2 is speaking about the actual Department of Motor Vehicles and how the department runs.
Right, exactly. Powers and duties.
So what is it you're wanting? That doesn't apply to the other sections because the codes you're referring to are in a different division.
No, because the powers and duties is for the entire. It says the entire code. It says that.
Okay, sir. I'll be honest. I'm not going to be able to help you because you're way beyond what I can help you with. I'm going to go to the specific code, and when you ask me about registration, I'm going to go to Division 3, and Division 3 directly relates to the registration. You're getting into all this legalese that is not something we're going to deal with. We're going to go straight to Division 3, Chapter 1, Article 1, 4000A1 of the Vehicle Code, which is directly related to the registration, and that's where we're going to go.
Well, and that's you can go there, but I'm talking about requirements. as far as that. Like, in order, you
And
saying
you're
people
asking the
are
wrong people.
obliged.
I'm going to tell you right now, you're asking the wrong people. We
But
are
then
going to
how
go
you
to the
gonna?
code. Well, hold on, okay? We're going to go to the codes that deal with the enforcement. If you want to start dealing with policies and procedures for the DMV, which is what the section that you're going into, that's what it's all talking about, that's not under our purview. That's not what we're going to be dealing with. So if you have those kind of questions, it would definitely not be something you would pose to me. I'm going to tell you where we're going to go to with the codes, which is going to be the ones directly related to registration for enforcement purposes and also for the driver's license. If you want to start getting into the DMV and their authority and so on, you're out of my realm, and that would be something you would want to deal with them with. Because since I don't know where you're going with this.
Well, I told you multiple times, it's like requirement. You keep, running to where enforcement. Well, what I'm dealing with requirement. What requires someone to do things for you guys to go off and enforce.
And I'm going to tell you, it's 4000A1 of the vehicle code, which directly relates to the registration.
Well, right, related to registration and not requirement. You keep taking it to what you want it to be rather than what I'm asking.
I'm not understanding what you're asking me, so that's why, sir. You're getting into legalese that we don't.
I'm not giving any legalese. I'm going off of what this book is saying. That's all I'm doing. If you didn't know,
I think you're also going by how you're interpreting the book as well, and you're digging for something. And since I don't know what you're digging for, it makes it really hard.
Well, I'm not digging. It's none of this stuff you're making it out to be. I'm just reading. I don't need to interpret it. It's in English.
So the director shall administer and enforce provisions of this code related to the department. If you read the first part of the section under Division 2 Administration, it talks about the organization of the department. The organization of the department is the Department of Motor Vehicles, sir. This particular section relates to the Department of Motor Vehicles and how they do then conduct their business.
Exactly. Now we're cooking.
That's not us.
I understand exactly. Now it's like now you understand. It's like we cooking now.
No, I don't understand.
If this relates to the department, like we both just said and read in English, that never interpreted anything, then how does this reach into every?
What's your question?
I'm asking the question right now.
Okay, I still am not understanding. So maybe try explaining it or asking the.
That's what I was in the middle. I was in the middle with doing that literally.
Okay.
You stopped me to do what I was already doing. Like, okay, we just both read in the same language. Nobody interpreted anything that we just read and said the same thing. The question again, so since the powers are limited to the DMV, how does it get out to people that, how is it a requirement? Where does the requirement fall?
Where did you read in what I just read that says it's limited to the DMV? I didn't read that anywhere.
Okay, so then where does the powers and duties authority reach out to everybody? Because it's not anywhere in this code.
Reach out to everybody. What do you mean by everybody? First of all, when you're reading these sections, they are specific to a certain thing. This particular section relates to the administration of the DMV itself. Are you asking where does it come from? Their authority? Is that what you're asking?
No, I'm asking. Okay, so I don't even know. So you saying that I'm dealing with people. You saying people are required to register their car, do one thing at a time. You saying that people are required to register their cars, correct?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Okay, you're saying that people are required to register their cars, correct? Okay, now where is this requirement? The requirement only. I'm only asking about it. I've been asking about a requirement. Where does this requirement lay to this code when this code relates only specifically to the department?
No, sir, it doesn't. You're only reading Division 2.
Okay, even in Division 3 where you showed me, it doesn't say that.
It doesn't say what?
Anything about a requirement.
It does. It says a person shall not drive, move, or be standing on a highway or in an off-street parking facility and/or vehicle unless it's registered as appropriate fee have been paid under this code.
Right, and that's to people of the department as this code governs.
The people of the department, it's the people of the state of California. This is the California Vehicle Code.
Exactly.
Which applies to the people of California.
It And that's not stated anywhere. That's like an assumption because it's not stated anywhere in this code. That's where
Okay, when you say it's not stated anywhere in the code, what isn't stated?
what you
dots are
just
you trying to connect, sir?
what you just the statement you just finished saying.
Okay.
It's not stated anywhere in the code.
What's it not stated? It's not stated that the Department of Motor Vehicles has the right to force the people to register their cars. Is that what you're saying?
For lack of a no, I'm not.
Oh man, talk about bad timing.
No, I'm not. I never said that. I'm asking. Okay, yeah. Let's. That's the question. Where is the requirement for the authority for the state to require people to do that? I guess.
Where does the authority come from?
Yes.
For us to do it?
You just said the state. For any peace officer, government agency, whatever. Where is it stated that it's just automatic for everyone? I guess magically.
That it's just automatic for everyone to have to
Yes,
register their
yes,
vehicles?
yes, 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 yes.
Under 4000A1 vehicle code.
Okay, so we're not going to get it. All right, thank you for your time.
We're probably not because you're looking for something that, yeah, not going to happen.
Yeah, I know
Because you're not gonna win
it
this one,
doesn't
you're just not, because this code,
it doesn't exist basically.
yes, sir, it does. And no matter what, whether you agree with it or you can find it, you will be held accountable to that, whether you agree with it or not. And if you don't agree with it, you always have the right to go to court and then talk to somebody else that might be able to battle wits with you over legalese and.
Well, I don't care about any of that stuff. You keep adding to, and that's what I think
Well, again, that's what lawyers do.
okay,
Lawyers talk
yeah,
about.
you just talking and shit. Fuck you. I'm trying to fucking talk, and you want to be an emotional bitch.